What's up, guys? Scuba here, and today the COD Ghost multiplayer was revealed on their live stream, and I just wanted to go over some things I thought were really interesting and some things that you might have missed. Now, right here, I'm showing you the Prestige and Hardened Edition and what they come with. Now, the Prestige Edition only comes. The only difference between that and the Hardened is the Prestige comes with everything in the Hardened and that HD 1080p camera that's like kind of like a GoPro type thing, and that case for it. Now, the Hardened comes with everything except the camera and the case. And also, I wanted to point out that everybody that was invited out to go to the multiplayer event is getting a free Prestige Edition from Activision or in Infinity or whatever for completely free. So I just thought I'd point that out because they're kind of lucky to get that for completely free. And the Hardened costs $120 and the Prestige costs $200. Now, I'm not sure if it's really worth it, but I think on the Hardened you might get a bit of a deal if you're gonna end up getting all the map packs and all that DLC stuff. So yeah, that's the pre-order stuff. Now next, here you can see that the Xbox 360 version, when you play multiplayer, is gonna carry on to Xbox One. So all your ranked stats and all that stuff that you earn online for Ghosts is going to carry on if you decide to upgrade to the Xbox One, or if you're playing on a different console with your account, that you don't have to worry about losing anything or having to re-earn all your stuff, because it's still going to carry on to the Xbox One. And I'm guessing this also counts for PlayStation 4 and from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. So I thought that's good that they cleared that up and they don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah. Now next, I'm gonna quickly point out that how different the little mini map on your screen looks. In the top left, you can see that it's actually a rectangle. Now in all the past CODs, it's been an actual little square, but now it's a full rectangle. So it's gonna be able to let you to see more things than what you could in the past CODs, and I think that's a really good thing on their part. Now next, I kind of zoomed in and paused it because it was really hard to get this screenshot, but you can actually play as Riley, aka Ghost, from Modern Warfare 2 on multiplayer or in multiplayer when you get to customize your character. Now I think that's really awesome, but I'd imagine a lot of people are going to choose him just because everybody loves him and likes him and thinks he's a complete badass. But I wonder maybe that what if you have to do something very special to unlock him, because I don't think they just give it away to anybody, but who knows. But I think it's really cool that you get to play as Riley Ghost, and that could also possibly mean that he's actually in the campaign more than just like a flashback or an actual playable character, but we'll find out. Alright, now in this screenshot you can kind of barely tell, but you can see that the guy has ranked up, and you can see the rank emblem right next to it. Now if that looks familiar, that's because that's what the 10th Prestige was in Modern Warfare 2, which was also the max Prestige. So could that possibly mean that this is the max 10th Prestige in Call of Duty Ghosts, or could it just be the first Prestige? We don't know, but I think that's kind of interesting. Could possibly be 10th, just like Modern Warfare 2. Now this is something very minor but very cool, and I know this isn't the greatest screenshot. I think there was a better one that I could have gotten, but this is one I just decided to get. And you can see he has a cell phone on his left hand, which I guess that's going to be what the new way to call in your score streaks or kill streaks in. And I think that's kind of cool because you just pull out your cell phone and call things in, kind of like in Black Ops 2, except it wasn't an actual phone. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And on the right, you can see a dog running. Now that's actually Riley from the campaign, the dog, your sidekick, I guess you could say. And you can actually call him in as a kill streak, and he'll get kills for you, and he'll bark when he sees somebody. Now I think that's really awesome, and probably going to change a lot of the game up. And I wonder, can he die as easily as getting shot as other dogs can, or is he going to be like a really OP dog since it's only one dog that you get to be with you? But yeah, I thought that's kind of cool that you actually get to have Riley on your team in multiplayer. And yes, the Juggernaut from Modern Warfare 3 is back, and it's kind of the same deal, I guess, with Modern Warfare 3, except this time you get an actual death machine when you call him in, or a minigun when you call him in, unlike in Modern Warfare 3 where you just get a light machine gun. So it's really cool, and they brought it back, and I think it looks pretty awesome. Alright, this screenshot probably doesn't mean much from just looking at it, but when you're watching the video, they said that your guy actually calls things out. Like in the past games, they call them out, but it really wasn't effective. They just said little things. But right in the stream, they said that it's actually going to call out where they're at, actually calls the player out, like where they're doing, where they're at, where exactly they're at, like what part of the map or room. And I think that's going to really change things up and help with callouts. But I also think that it could kind of screw you over at times, because what if you got your guy calls out but you didn't want him to, and it's not a game like Search where being silent and stealthy is important, and he just gives you out, and now you're dead because your guy said something out loud instead of keeping quiet. So yeah, I think that's a cool feature they added in. Alright, now right here you gotta look in the middle, kind of left area, and you can actually see the outline of a player. Now, while I was watching this, I think he was using a perk that let him do that, where you can actually see the outline of a character after he shot him and got like hit marks, I guess, on him through the wall. And that's kind of how the MMs attachment plays out in Black Ops 2, so it makes sense going to be some form of thing that does that in this game, but who knows if it'll be OP or not, but we'll just have to find out. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about is that they actually brought destructive environments into more than one map. Back when they announced that pre-order bonus map that it was going to be destructive, forgot the word, but where the map can vary, they actually brought it onto other maps like this, where you can see on this guy the bus is falling down and it crashes and possibly killing somebody on it. And then this next one, you actually see him knock down the top of a gas station. Now that's really going to change up gameplay, and I just wanted to point that out, that it's really awesome that it's in more than one map, but I don't think it's going to be as far to an extent that where Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 is going to be at, where giant towers and more than one thing, set thing. COD's kind of set to one thing, so we'll know what's going to fall, but on kind of Battlefield, you kind of never know what, and it takes more, and it's just a lot of crazy things going on Battlefield. So I don't think it's going to be as to that extent for Call of Duty, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Now, this video turned out a little longer than I expected, but right here, my last thing is, you can see on her gun that it has like some numbers scratched in. Now that could possibly be that they're bringing in custom clan tags on your gun. Yes, like on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So hopefully that is the case here, but it could just be random numbers. So I'm really excited. A lot of cool things were shown, and yeah, you can now play as a girl. So go girl gamers. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.